The 21st. The 22nd of July, right in the middle of this COVID exercise. And you are listening to Pub Sports Radio right here at Southtown 101. And this is Strange Nights because, again, my equipment messes up. It's me. It's really me. It's really me. Anyway, Savita went out into the car to go get some props. We forgot some props. And here we are live on Wednesday night. We weren't here last Wednesday night. Well, we had some singing going on, and then we did a show Thursday. And there's Stevie. All right, Stevie. Hello, there's Stevie. We got a little better camera thing there. How you like that, Stevie? Pretty cool, huh?
Did you buy that? What is that?
Yeah, it's a little just, I don't know.
That's nice, man.
Cool. So anyway, we got our props
All
here.
right, man. Cool.
And we can turn this at any time we want and see if you're in there, Stevie.
Dang, I
Same
forgot
time.
to get high while I was out there.
Well, you're already high. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Pub Sports Radio. You're listening to Strange Nights. My name is Ronaldo Ipenny, your host. And over here we have
Steve Pena. Hola.
All right. I hope everyone's doing okay. It's been a crazy week, like anything else. We're hoping for our producer back here, Mr. Preston, to win big money on the fights coming up.
Don't mention his last name, man.
Oh, I didn't.
You don't want the feds to come.
Yeah. It's Rodriguez. Preston Rodriguez. Yes, that's his name. Yes.
The whitest Preston Rodriguez you'll ever see.
I tell you. So anyway, here we are. It is Wednesday night. It's been a beautiful night. We got some storms coming in this weekend.
We do.
We got some rain coming in. There's a disturbance.
We could use a good disturbance.
There's a disturbance out in the middle of the Gulf, and that means the fishing is going to be. It's going to increase. The fishing is going to be terrible this weekend. Not really, because when the storm happens, that's when a good time to buy fish.
Yeah,
buy fish.
Yeah.
And to
every time we fish, it's a good time to buy fish.
It's a good time to fish. Good time to buy fish. But we'll definitely have some. It's a good time to fish. It really is. I mean, it's really weird. One time I was on Bob Hall Pier, and there was a cell coming in, a cloud, and all of a sudden the fish just went. It was a feeding frenzy. They're all biting.
Really?
Yeah. We didn't, and I didn't catch anything, but it was intense.
That sounded cool. That sounds cool, man.
It's kind of cool. So anyway, we've had a good week. Just goofing around. We went to go play golf on Monday morning, and I had a couple of beers and some vodka shots, and I tell you, by the fourth hole, I didn't know where I was at.
Yeah.
Okay, I was completely out of it. They all thought I was having a heat stroke.
It was kind of hot.
It was early, but I wasn't having a heat stroke. It was just hot. I couldn't remember. I don't remember anything. The fourth hole is.
I said
my score.
I told him I knew there was a problem when he said he had a 4 and it was a blatant 7.
Anyway, we're keeping clean here at the studio with look, I'm even washing the alien's face. We'll talk to him later.
That's the first time. That
is the first time I've ever.
Wow, I didn't know he was that color.
He is that color. So what else going on? Well, basketball's about to start tomorrow night. Right? Tomorrow night, the basketball's about to start. Is it a preseason, or are they going to be actual just regular games?
I think they're going right into the season.
They're going right into the season. I think they're all skipping that. And I really don't like preseason that much. You get all worked up, and all these guys get hurt and stuff. I know they got to see.
Man, I remember back in the day in the NFL when the preseason was 6 games.
Yeah, 6. It is 6 games now, right?
No, preseason's 4, and they're going to probably cut it down to 2.
I would cut it down to 2 because I think
In fact, I think they're going to cut it down to 2 next year.
You get all the excitement and everything, and it don't mean anything. It's like Jimmy Johnson when he won 4 games in the preseason when he first played with the Cowboys, as a coach, and he lost like 8 games in a row. It's like, hey Ray, we lost 4. It doesn't mean anything. I mean, you see the other players and stuff like that, so it's a preseason. So anyway.
They get hurt.
They get hurt.
It so sucks when somebody gets hurt in a preseason. That's the worst thing ever, man. It's like.
So anyway, here we are. It is what's going on the world. We're dealing with COVID all the time. That's still in the stages. Stevie's still not working at the bar. The bar is closed. Like this bar is closed.
Those numbers, man, they're rigged, man. Numbers are rigged, man. That's all I know, man. The rigged, man.
Well, just be safe. We got to be.
It's the man.
Hey, whose hat is this?
I don't know. It's cool. That's a very cool hat. For those of you in Radio Land, we got a very cool little fedora here with a feather on it.
It's kind of cool hat. I like that. So I'm gonna take it. Let me see. Anyway, what else is going on? So, how's everyone doing out there? I hope they're doing okay. What else is going on? Well, we played golf. Like I say, Monday. We only played 9 holes. It got so hot.
We got in
and I was
played 9.5 holes.
I was pretty wasted. After 2 beers and a couple of shots of vodka. Don't play golf when you're doing that.
Oh man, especially in this kind of heat.
It's kind of heat. So we went to go play golf today, and it was a lot better.
We played good too, man.
And because I kicked my brother's butt.
I think I won.
Front 9, and then the back 9.
Back 9, I think I won.
Back 9, we just kind of lost. We said, "Hey, let's just hit the balls." I don't even know why we played the back 9.
I was the only one that.
But we were out there.
I was kicking butt the back 9, man.
Well, a couple of those holes, man, just kicked our butt.
A couple of them did. Yeah.
So anyway, what's going on? So we're talking about COVID a little bit. And we'll go right into it, and then we'll go into other stuff about UFOs and stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, looking at all these stories, there's so many good stories online. And some of them are older, some are younger. There was one story that came out a couple of years ago, and it was like 50 or 60 people saw in the countryside, northern countryside of the United States, saw a huge UFO. It was the size of 2 or 3 football fields. That's how big it was.
Whoa.
This couple was driving down the street. Actually, they're driving down the country road. It's always
that's a floating hotel.
It's always a country road. They're driving on a country road. They're following a friend of theirs who's like a mile or 2 up, and then they see these bright lights, these real bright lights, like right on the roadway, and they're kind of ignoring them and stuff, but they can't really ignore them. They're just seeing they're getting closer, and they finally stop. When they get out, and they see, I said, "What the hell is that, honey? I don't know." And then they get back in the car and take off, and then this thing takes off, kind of not after them, but it's just real close to them. And then they catch up with their buddy, okay? And this buddy stops, and he gets out, and he's right underneath this huge circular UFO that's got concentric circles.
So it's hard to imagine it's 3 football field. Maybe I guess
it was huge. It was the size
football field. Maybe.
It was the size of a football stadium. That's what he said. It
was
the size of a football
that
stadium.
makes sense. Well, it's still almost like 3.
And that's huge.
It's almost like 3 football fields. Yeah.
It's huge.
I believe it.
It had concentric circles all the way around, and it was glowing, and it was just one solid color of white. And then I
heard this little window went down, and the alien went, "You gonna need Grey Poupon?"
You can't agree. Well, I should have got you 2 beers.
I did a good alien voice. Did you like my alien voice? That was pretty good.
It was very good. It was very good. Very very Martian-esque.
Martian-esque.
Very Martian-esque.
But that's crazy. When did this happen?
A couple of years ago, but at least 50 or 60 people saw it, reported it. It didn't matter if they reported it because they're not going to do anything about it. Well, you saw flying saucer, big deal,
Yeah, right.
And then there was this pilot in Mexico. He was flying a smaller aircraft. It was a jet, but he was just bringing it back. He was actually the only one on the plane, I believe, because it didn't say anybody else was on the plane. It was
a passenger airliner?
No, it was a private jet. It was a private jet. Okay. He was bringing back out of Mexico City, and all of a sudden, 3-4 foot. They were only like 4 or 5 feet round.
Oh, I know this story.
Disc-like UFOs started following him, and then they got real close to him
under his wings and
they were on his wings. Yeah. Did you hear about that?
Oh, I remember that story. Yeah,
and they were actually right
at one point he said it was flying him.
It was actually it took him further up into the sky. And at some point they can lose control that far up, this particular jet. I don't know
what I think it is.
What
these kids, these alien kid drones.
Alien kid drones. Yeah, they probably were.
Well,
they were 4 foot.
So some
round,
alien kids going, "Oh my God, hey, let's do this! Wow, look at that plane!"
But they actually were touching this plane and bringing it and taking it up.
Yeah.
And this guy was freaking out, of course, and he had nightmares about it.
Alien teenager on a big spaceship, just chuckling.
They were just chuckling.
Stupid humans.
We got him.
We got him. He thinks.
He
thinks we're space aliens. Oh wait, we are.
We are. Oh. Yeah, Dad told us not to go driving those things. So and then of course the other one was remember the Phoenix Lights when they came out?
That's still a weird story.
That's still a weird story. Well, there was a story there of a family that saw this out in the desert, and they actually got some kind of communication. They just said, "We're just demonstrating."
They made some good movies off of those lights.
I don't know
off those Arizona lights.
I don't remember any movies.
Just not great movies, but movies you see late at night when you want to find a horror flick.
Well, I know, but I never
You know,
seen a movie
space.
about
But
it.
yeah, there's been a couple of them. Yeah.
I'm sure there is. I'm
Yeah,
sure there's
yeah.
been some good movies,
Yeah.
but I don't recall any of them. But
Yeah.
but these people said they got a telepathic message. Now a lot of them get telepathic messages, and it doesn't really mean anything, sometimes. But they don't really, catch it or whatever. Well, I hope everybody's listening out there from New Zealand to Alaska to Denver.
Did they
to
say? Well, what was the
California.
message? What was the message?
They didn't say. They just felt that they got some kind of communication. Well, the communication was, we're just demonstrating. We're just here for.
Well, you know what? It
demonstration."
looked
So-
like a giant arrow. So maybe the message was push here.
Follow the arrow.
This direction.
Follow the
Oh
arrow
no,
in
it
this
said
direction.
one way.
One way and one way only.
You know, I was wondering about that because you're only going one way. So
Well, I don't know, man.
I
You
know.
know.
It's
You know.
always bugged me.
And then
Because even on a two-way street, you're still going one way.
you're going one way. Yeah. You're going
I know.
Are you going my way? My way.
You're going my way.
I did it my way.
Wow.
And that's well. Let me introduce. The.
What you got? 9 bottom.
Well, yeah, already, but it's kind of into. It's the dating thing debacle, really, with this COVID going on. So I want to introduce this next segment, and this is the 9 bottom reasons. It's hard to get laid during this crisis, And number one is, we got to introduce this with the Sinatra song, because we are strangers. Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, wandering in the night.
If you have any teeth under
What
those
were the
masks.
chances we'd be sharing love before the night was through? So that's what we are, strangers in the night. So the 9 bottom reasons it is hard to get laid during this crisis, and it is. It is. I think it's kind of number one.
You're a man.
You. That's not a good point. You have a mask on, and all you can see are the eyes. That's all you can see, right? That's all you can see. Steve, is the eyes.
But how's that? But how does that keep you from getting laid on?
Well, not done. That's just the intro. Okay.
Chihuahua.
Do you to that first question?
Uh-oh.
Do you approach this person and wink your eyes? Like that, because you got the mask on, you're winking your eyes, and then you're winking them really,
Wow.
really winking them really, really hard. And then the girl, and then somebody says, who's there? Okay, they'll be later. And then the person is looking at you as if they think you're trying to pass COVID around because you're using very rapid eye blinking.
I wonder if you could, like, with your eyes, without talking to somebody, make them go. Make them go. I'm doing Kegel exercises.
Hello, Aaron. Kegel exercises with my eyes.
Yeah. Can you tell?
Okay. Can you tell? Look, wink, 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 wink. Oh wow, something's wrong with his eye. Or he's just winking at me.
No, I think he's doing Kegel exercises.
He's got a sty. He's got a sty. So number 2, of course, you see, you got all this plexiglass up, and you see the counter clerk behind all that plexiglass. She's really cute, and you swear you saw her at one of those rooms where these naked ladies are behind the same kind of glass, and you smile.
Oh yeah, I saw her. Yeah.
She was at Tutti Frutti's there.
Yeah, Tutti Frutti.
Yeah, I saw her behind that plexiglass.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks quite different with all her clothes on. Ooh.
Tutti Frutti, give me booty.
Give me Tutti Frutti, give me booty.
I love that strip joint.
I love that strip joint. Yeah, you don't have to tip. You just put slots in the little window there.
You just have to have a tip.
You just got to have a tip. Oh, so I think that's what it was. Number 3, and it's kind of hard to talk to someone when you're 6 feet apart. It is. I mean, it's like you're in a bar, constantly in the bar. Hey, hi.
You gotta kind of throw your words out.
Yeah, throw your lines out. Hey,
hello.
It kind of reminds you of all those jokes about using a 10-foot pole. Remember all those jokes about 10-foot pole?
Yeah, I wouldn't touch you. The 10-foot pole.
I wouldn't touch you with but if I had a 6-foot pole, I'd touch you.
That's a good pole. I might,
If I had a pole,
I might reach out and I don't know, tickle your nose.
Tickle your nose.
Pull that nose there.
Number 4, how do you meet someone and where? At the drive-through, your favorite restaurant, a curb service.
That's a good question. Where do you meet them?
Hey, I'll see you at McDonald's. I saw you at the drive-through. Yeah, you were behind me. You ordered those fries. Yeah, I saw you eat them too. Wow.
Yeah. How'd you meet her? We both left our to-go on the top of our car.
We left our to-go order. Oh, by the way, you owe that waitress a tip. Yeah, let's get that like that.
That's a good question. How do you meet somebody now?
How do you meet somebody
Can't
now?
meet him at a bar. Can't meet him at a bar now.
Can't meet him at a restaurant. Can't meet him at a restaurant.
You know, God, can't even meet him when you're jogging because if you stop jogging, you're gonna get shot.
Yeah, you know, they're jogging next to him, and you're still 6 feet across. You're going, hey, it's beautiful out here, huh? Number 6. Number 5. Obviously, now kissing is the last thing you want to do when you hook up with anybody, right?
Yeah, the first thing you want to do is have sex.
So now it's no longer trying to get to first base. You just reach for second and grab the home base at the same time.
Yeah.
And you should hit a home run in record time.
You just get the home plate and then you get the first base later.
Yeah, maybe.
Kiss them when you're done.
Kiss them when you're done. Now, did you know that San Antonio, and this is in the paper today, is number 5 in the nation for 3-way hookups?
Really?
Yeah.
That's where I got most of my 3-way hookups.
Shit, yeah. Well,
thank God it's 2 women.
Well, it's called 3 Fun. 3 Fun. And it's been around for about a year and a half now. And but they took a survey and they said, well, San Antonio's got sexy girls, man. Nothing but sexy women, San Antonio. And I said, and they call it 3 Fun. I said, I would like to have 2 fun because I'm still having a 1 fun.
Yeah, so, yeah, 1 fun.
I'm still stuck with 1 fun.
I'm just glad both my hands work.
Now, this was sent to me by a friend of mine online, and I showed it to a lot of other people. And it was kind of a lady I used to date a long time ago. I liked her. She's so beautiful. She wanted to marry my ass just when I was right out of high school. I was like, no, I'm going to go party.
Is that a real thing, that 3 Fun thing? That's a real thing, huh?
Yeah, look it up.
Well,
yeah,
I digress. But go ahead. Who's this lady?
Well, anyway, she wrote this things about having sex through the COVID. So number 1, before and after sex, you should wash your body with soap and water at least for 20 seconds, right?
Jesus, if you takes 20 seconds to wash your body, you're tiny.
Yeah. You're tiny. That's pretty good, too. Let me see. Now, wash. What is it? Wash your sex days before and after sex. Oh, okay. So
wash your thingy.
Wash your sex toys before and after sex, and do not share your sex toys with multiple partners.
Who does?
Yeah. Well, in first place, you got to have a partner. And they got to be multiples, you know.
I've never seen I don't even think I've ever seen a sex toy.
You've never seen a sex toy? You've never seen a dildo?
I did see one in my roommate's shower once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She goes, I do it to clean. I go, yeah.
I can clean down there. I don't need.
I go, get that thing out. I mean, leave it here. Leave it here.
What if you're trying to use it to clean? How come there's no brush at the end of it? You know?
Yeah, I didn't have a brush. That's what I told her.
Number 3, here's another thing, is you should wear a mask during sex because heavy breathing may cause droplets that may transfer COVID, right?
But what if you're doing oral sex?
Well, okay, we're getting to that point. Now, avoid and limit kissing.
You mean to jump ahead?
Avoid and limit kissing because saliva exchange. Saliva exchange. So that's what we're talking about there. Now,
kiss them last.
Choose sexual positions that limit face-to-face contact.
Oh, I got a lot of those.
Oh, I got a lot of those, man. That's no problem. We got those. You don't want no face-to-face contact? Turn around.
I think I invented a couple. She was so ugly.
Hey, look at that mirror, and I'll look at it too. That way we can see each other. Oh, no. Don't turn that way. No, turn this way. Oh, let's go this way. Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's do various numbers. 1, 2, 3. Let's go all the way to 69. Okay.
Look up. Whose butthole is that?
Whose butthole is that? Brought to you by
Gerber.
Now, this is the one that really got me. It says use barriers like glory holes.
Ooh.
You know, like walls that do not allow sexual contact between the partners.
There's nothing like a used glory hole.
And don't go to face contact. Yeah, they got those. I heard about them in Denver and Dallas.
I'd never do that. That's
gross. I mean, it's a wall with nothing but
you put your thing to it.
Yeah, things on both sides, and you don't know who or what is there. It's like, oh, gross.
They should at least put a little plate glass for your face so they see what they're,
Yeah, well, that's the idea. They don't want you to see your face.
So they can look at your eyes,
Jeez.
But no.
Now, you should use condoms and lubricants and dental dams. Now, why a dental dam? May help to reduce the risk by minimizing contact with saliva, semen, and feces during sex.
Wow. Can we just pass over?
Hey, man, I'm just taking stuff I
It's
saw
like,
online, man. It's true, man.
Wow. I couldn't even think of a joke. I was stunned. The feces part threw me off.
It threw me off too, man. I was like, what? Oh, well, you know, there's
You
people
just
out
with
there.
the wrong girl, man. If you're dealing with that shit.
No, with that shit. No,
That's
there's some girls that like that. They like that.
Híjole. All right. Well, that was very that was very informative. Thank you.
You've heard that line, I'd eat her peanuts.
Thank you, Dr. Spaz.
Thank you, Dr. Spats.
It's Dr. Spaz.
Dr. Spaz. That's too much. So what else going on? So, the usual number of UFO reports around the world.
I love it. Ooh, can I have one of those?
Usual.
I love it, man. I mean, UFO's real, man. I've seen some stuff.
Some really, really crazy stuff, and there was some cool stuff. This past week we had a comet go by, and then
oh yeah,
and
it came closer than the moon or something.
Nah, I don't know, it was way out there, but then we had a lot of alignment of planets.
It was closer than the sun. That's what it was.
Oh, but also somebody wrote online that we're getting a lot of extra particle bombardment of some sort, some kind. And I could feel it. It was weird because this past week, it was
like muons.
I don't know what they were, but it was hard for me to sleep this week. I don't know why. I'd wake up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, not sweating or anything. You just wake
and what's
up.
That particle? The God particle? The Higgs?
Yeah,
the Higgs something particle.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Do you know what that is, Preston? The Higgs?
He's not even back there.
Oh,
I know.
The Gibbs something particle. The
Hibs.
Two guys discovered it.
Yeah, but that's the one that it's a particle at the particle accelerator out there in Sweden.
It's a particle that they know exists, but they've never seen it, but they know it exists.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, I know there's a lady out there somewhere, but I don't know if she exists.
The Higgs boson.
The Higgs boson. Yeah.
Higgs boson particle. The God particle.
The God particle.
That's that's a real thing, man.
Everybody out there, I do want you to remember, even in this crisis right now, that there are pets out there that need to be adopted.
Yes, man.
Go to your Bear County Humane Society, and there's cats and dogs and stuff. You can drop off supplies. Their main office is over there off of Fredericksburg and 410, and drop off old newspapers, food, towels. They could use all kinds of stuff over there. And then if you see a pet that you like, come on, take one, man. Go on. And there's other facilities out here that do that kind of stuff. So let me see news of the weird this week. Oh yeah. This is weird. You know how they're knocking down all these statues and stuff around the country and stuff, and they're getting tired of it. It's called history, my history. It's like any conquering army that came through, like in Rome and stuff like that. They got rid of all the statues. They say, hey, we're not paying attention to these guys anymore. We're going to set up our own statues now. And they do. They try to create their own history.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have there was a statue of Christopher Columbus, which stands in Cleveland's Little Italy neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a petition going on right now. If they get their way, they will soon replace it by a statue of Chef Boyardee. You remember Chef Boyardee? He still sells spaghetti.
He's a cute little fella.
He's a real person. He was a real person.
Yeah. And R is his middle name.
And Chef Boy
RD.
He's known for his food and iconic mustache.
I love his raviolis, man.
Well, the girls really liked his mustache too, because he was a mustache writer. Okay. He would be a much better recipient of Cleveland's love, Cleveland.com reported. Boyardee and his brothers built a canned food empire from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
During World War II, this company produced canned food.
It's probably
American
cultural
soldiers.
appropriation.
It is.
Okay. A jobs, as they put it.
Now, in Nebraska, in Cheyenne, Nebraska, they're having a big hard time with prairie dogs. These prairie dogs are just going all over the place, and they have cost almost $3 million to 2,600 acres in the county.
Wow.
And they have because
they dig holes and stuff, right?
Well, yeah. They have a group from Lodgepole. The whole time is being surrounded by prairie dogs. Can you imagine? It's a movie, honey.
Yeah.
Don't look outside. There's a bunch of prairie dogs looking at us right now.
Yeah, it's right now.
They're only 6 inches off the ground, but they're all looking at our ankles right now. They're looking up. Be careful, honey. Be careful.
The name of the movie is going to be 4,000 Little Eyes.
4,000 Little Eyes. That's not even 4,000 Little Eyes. I want to kind of make no. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, let's go in that house. There's a Smith.
God, I hate that noise it makes. This is a lot of them.
But how do you eradicate these prairie dogs? What do you throw bombs in there like Bill Murray did? And
yeah, that was brilliant. That was brilliant.
What, you gonna poison them? But if you poison, they can stink all over the place.
I think what you should do is I think you should like put lipstick on a bunch of squirrels
and find out which ones are gay,
and then have them like have the squirrels run out of town. They'll chase them out of town.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I hear there's a party in Cleveland. Okay.
There's a party in Cleveland.
Let's check out that new statue out there, man. Okay.
Oh my God, that's funny.
That is funny. So some of the other places that they have where they give away pets and stuff, where they help pets, is called Animal Care Services on Texas 151. There's the Animal Defense League. Remember that?
Oh, yeah,
All sorts of
yeah.
animals. And of course, your Humane Society. So these are pretty cool stuff. Hey, did you hear about who was that guy that played Captain America?
I forgot the actor.
Huh? Chris Evans. Yeah, he heard about that kid. This little boy was at this in the backyard of a friend's house, and there was
it's a great story.
A half German Shepherd, half mixed dog, and he was going to attack his little sister, who was like 4 years old. He's 6, and he stands in front of that dog. The dog attacks him.
He got like 70 stitches.
Oh yeah, 60 or 70 stitches, and he saved.
That's
his
a
sister,
great
man.
story. He saved his little sister, and he got the shield.
And yeah, Chris Evans comes by and gives him, and I think
that's incredible.
The Wonder Woman.
That's a great story.
She dropped off some of her panties to him also.
Yeah,
no, cool.
Then the girl took them.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
No, but he did. That
we
was
gotta
really
ruin
cool.
every good story.
That was ending of a really good story.
But that's so great. Isn't that great story,
right.
man? What a great dude. What a great dude, man. That kid's gonna be beaming for the rest of his life.
Oh yeah, man.
Rest of his life, he's never gonna forget that.
Oh yeah, and he can use that to pick up women. I got the shield.
But hopefully he won't become destitute and then he has to sell it.
Yeah.
Pawn it for some drugs.
Well,
no, man, it's really Captain America's shield. Yeah, whatever, bro.
Yeah.
No, dude,
I'll give you $100.
I saved my little sister's life when I was 6. Yeah, whatever.
This
bro.
is titanium carbonite. It's the hardest material in the world.
Yeah, dude.
It'll stop bullets. Yeah. Well, you got to get more than 100. Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you $5 for it.
I'll give you $5. Okay.
No, that's really the real thing, man.
Now, Michael, when he was a little kid, he tried to help a dog one time that was stuck.
I remember that.
And the dog turned around
on Sherry Ann Boulevard,
right on his face, and his dog was hanging on his cheek. Michael, to this day, well, he's not alive anymore. But he had a scar. He had a V-shaped a scar on his right cheek, man, from this dog.
And on his lip, scar on his lip.
I didn't see the scar on the lip.
Yeah, scar right here.
I thought that was just from too many cigarettes.
No, it's like
that was kind of cool. It wasn't cool.
What?
It was
a cool scar though.
I got bit by a dog twice. One time it was a Chihuahua. Never turn your back on a Chihuahua.
Wow, man.
Never. And another time,
or a girl named Chihuahua.
Right. All right, girl. Have you come up with a new word yet?
No, I thought about it.
Chihuahua face.
I think of something.
I wonder how did they come up with that term, Chihuahua? How did they come up with some of these dog names?
It's a good question, man.
Chihuahua.
I don't know, man.
I knew what he did. He stepped on a little bit of Chihuahua's doo-doo and goes, Chihuahua.
No, they saw this little thing run by like a rat.
A hairless rat.
He goes, Chihuahua.
What was that? A chica.
And he starts,
a Chihuahua.
And at the end goes,
and one time I turned my back on a German Shepherd. Don't ever do. Just never turn your back on a dog, especially if you, and don't look. If you really don't get that. What do? You want to scare a dog? You got to make it like you're big.
That's a bear.
Well, you do that with a dog too.
Well, that's not all bears. Certain bears you want to crouch down and do nothing. Other bears you want to scare them.
Well, I told you. I think we see
brown bears you can scare. Black bears you can't scare. I know that from living in California.
Grizzly bears you can't either.
Grizzly bears you can scare. Grizzly bears actually.
They're big, man.
Yeah,
they're huge.
Yeah, the black bears you can't scare.
Why?
That's just the way they are. Well, black bears are actually the most aggressive bears. I mean, they're the smallest of bears.
They got black bears here in Texas.
But they're the most aggressive bears. Yeah, black bears. Believe it or not.
Well, if you wear those little bells, they call them bear bells. They sell them at Walmart. It's just a little. It's a little jingle bell that you get. You know, they call it a bear bell. They charge $10 for it.
Yeah, I remember we were so poor. Mother put some of those on us, but they were just like.
And they attracted dogs.
Yeah, with their marbles because we couldn't afford anything.
Just put the second marbles on and they'll scare any bears.
Just clack, clack, clack.
Yeah, right. That was pretty good. That was funny.
The bear looks at you, go. The bear just feels sorry for you, decides not to eat you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember this one dog. I was living in Denver, and I loved it. I was going out with the girl down the hallway, Diane, and she had this little dog. It would look like a basset hound, you know. And I wouldn't give him the time of day, you know. But every day she'd go. When I was doing plays and stuff, I'd start walking downtown Denver. It wasn't that far away, and I'd go walking with Diane and her dog, Groucho. And I always gave him a hard time. Like, get away, you know.
God, so why are you mean to him?
I don't know. It's just being ornery, you know. So this one night I'm going to a play and I walk with her and she turns and the dog turns to make a left. I'm going to go straight. And I said, "We'll see you later, Groucho." And he turns around. He goes like this. He goes, and the little guy died that night.
No way.
Yeah, like he knew he was it. Hey, I'll see you in the next life, buddy. Okay.
Wow, man, I'm going to give you a hard time.
And I'm going to crap on your yard, okay?
Yeah.
First thing I'm going to do.
I'm going to crap on your heavenly lawn.
On your heavenly lawn. Pretty cool. Hey, this is pretty cool, huh?
I like your phone stand there. Finally, I was thinking about that because hey, did you end up keeping that selfie stick or? Oh, I tried to give it to you, and I don't remember what happened to it.
I didn't like the selfie stick. It was kind of.
I never used it either. I don't know. I don't do.
I don't need a selfie.
I don't do any selfies, man.
I don't do selfies, man. You know, come on. Besides, most people try to do selfies. They fall off the edge.
Yeah, they die. You know, fall down canyons.
Here, honey, I'm gonna stand at the end of this Grand Canyon.
Yeah,
take a picture of me.
Hey, look, honey, it's a shark.
It's a shark. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, let's think about all the things that they've invented this past couple of years and all the things we're doing now that we weren't doing 20, 30 years ago.
It's just so crazy when somebody calls you on the phone and you can talk to them in your car.
Yeah.
Off the car radio. I just love that. That's been around for years. It still trips me out.
I remember talking on the phone with my girl on a long, I'll be talking on the phone with the cord, for hours on end at home. You'd be talking.
I remember back when we lived in
phone sex and
when
stuff
we lived
like
in
that.
Houston and when I lived when Teresa and Brian was born. Yeah. And we had those that Oldsmobile. We had really some nice cars we drove around. And I remember Teresa and I one time were driving around. I was like 17 or 18, and we're going, man, wouldn't that be cool if you could just talk to somebody in the car on your phone, and you could hear them over the speakers? I said, yeah. Oh, that'll never happen.
That'll never happen, man.
It's crazy.
That'll never happen. Man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, man, you're blocking us from the YouTube camera.
Oh, well.
Are we still on YouTube? Is that still working?
Yes. That's what that camera is right there.
Hi, YouTube.
We are now at
we got to talk about
we're at the purple
CBD.
The purple pillars of life.
The purple pillars of life.
So go ahead.
Anything that goes between these pillars stays between these pillars.
That's right.
CBD, stress, anxiety, joint pain, PTSD, and insomnia. Natural Heights, folks. Give them a call, 210-592-1060. CBD. This stuff really works for stress, anxiety, joint pain, PTSD, insomnia, and bad radio. But give them a call, man. 210-592-1060. And what's the address? 1880 Nacogdoches Road.
18. That stuff works, man.
It works, man.
Although don't get sucked up like I almost did last month. I saw on the.
What do you mean sucked up? What do you mean? What happened?
Well,
did you get some bad CBD, bro?
No. Well, online, they were giving away. Hey, get this CBD oil and this nighttime oil for like $6 each, man. Wow, man, really? So then I signed up for it. I said, oh, wait a minute. I said, then I looked at the fine after I did it, and paid for it.
Oh, no. What happened?
Well, I said, oh, wait a minute. This is one of those scams that if you use it for 14 days or 30 days and then
they'll charge you then
they charge you $90 or something like that.
For both bottles.
Yeah, for each bottle.
I did that.
And I said, and I called him back.
I did that a few months ago.
I don't want this.
It really hurt, man. Really hurt, man.
Well,
I did the same thing.
On the 14th day, I
him
called
and said, hey. It's my own fault.
Oh no, we'll give you 30. No, I don't want 30 days because you think I'm going to forget about it, and then you're going to charge me, and you're going to hit me a couple of times, and then I'm going to finally say, what the hell am I spending an extra $190 on bullshit like that?
Yeah.
You got to watch some scans, man. They're pretty slick. You know,
You got it when you order them. You got to tell them this is a one-time order only.
No, you got to go through the 14-day
What
trial.
if you talk to somebody though?
Yeah, but they're going to tell you got to call back on the 14-day trial.
No, because that stuff like I got some more supplements coming in, and I go one bottle. Yeah, one bottle. Okay, you're charging me one time. Yeah, we're charging you one time. Okay, and that's it. They had nothing else because I'm going to get another bottle later, but. They'll give you a bottle every month, and I don't need a bottle of anything every month. No. I don't use a bottle of anything every month. Well, maybe a bottle of bourbon, actually. Think of it now. Think about it. Maybe a couple.
Oh, man. My number one.
What happened? What'd you lose? Are you missing your number one gun?
Yes.
Which one?
The green one.
Oh, that sucks.
It's okay.
Did it fall out in the car?
Nah, it's in the car. It's okay. We don't need it.
I love this one.
I got this piece of shit. Anyway.
I just love the thing goes in and out, the little bullets.
So we
have ray guns here for you radio folks.
I've got a book here. I'm always looking at UFO books. I've read over 200 UFO books over the years.
Nice.
And
that's cool.
Some more. And after a while, they all.
I don't think I've ever seen that one. Have I seen that one?
Yeah, this is one.
Maybe it's a cover. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Here we go. This one is called. Now, this is from a book called UFO Witness Sightings.
Oh wow! I thought it said whiteness sightings.
No, witness sightings. An illustrated dossier of
UFO sightings by white people
encounters. And I will read. I hope this is not too boring for you at the moment.
Witness
sit back, enjoy a beer.
Grab a beer. Well, let us tell you a story.
Hey, you have a word yet? You got a word yet? No?
Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
Okay. The Astronomer's Report.
The what?
The Astronomer's Report.
Astronomy. 2 words in. I had to correct him. It's incredible.
The case of the luminous rectangles. Now remember rectangles. Oh, rectangle. I saw a luminous rectangle.
Ooh.
Lights in the sky. This was in Las Cruces, New Mexico, in 1949. Of course, it was that other place in 1943 or 47. They saw the other lights. You know what we're talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a guy who had discovered at the age of 24. His guy's name was Clyde W. Tombaugh. And at the age of 24, in 1930, he discovered the planet Pluto, only to be shot down 90 years later that it wasn't a planet, but just a big rock.
I know. I'm so sad for Pluto.
Anyway, he was working at White Sands Missile Range. You ever been to White Sands outside Las Cruces? It's pretty cool.
I've seen it.
White sand. That's all it is. Just white sand.
White sand.
I took some home. He was with his wife and mother-in-law in Las Cruces. All three saw a group of between 6 and 8 rectangular UFOs in an ellipsoid formation, which I have no idea.
What? Say it again. What's it called?
Ellipsoid.
Ellipsoid
formation.
Which means it was in an ellipse. An ellipsis is it's like this. It's almost like an egg shape.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. The UFOs were yellow-green. Wow, I never saw a yellow-green one. And they were traveling from northwest to southeast. In 1957, Thomas said of the experience, I was so unprepared for such a strange sight that I was really petrified with astonishment. He saw UFOs on 2 other occasions, but did not report them.
That's crazy.
So what he might have seen that reflection of the city lights. I love that when they said, "Oh, he saw swamp gas."
Yeah.
Oh, that was reflection of the light. Even though he was 50 miles out of the country, it was reflection of the city lights.
That was a satellite crashed down to Earth.
Okay, here's another one called. This is a daylight disc in McMinnville, Oregon, USA, in May 11th of 1950.
Whoa.
Let us discuss the background. UFO sightings occurred frequently in the McMinnville area.
Wow.
And these people had seen previous ones. So the events. The Trent was outside. The Trents, that's the people, were outside feeding their rabbits. And about 7:45, she saw a very bright, almost silvery object silently approaching the farm.
Wow.
She called her husband, who was inside the house.
That's scary. Just thinking about that. It's really scary. Man.
Well, especially out there on the farm, you know.
I mean, silently approaching.
Just
those words.
Doesn't make much of noise.
Yeah, silently approaching. You're going, what, you trying to sneak up on me?
You got a flat tire there, bud.
You're 400 feet wide.
Okay, so she ran in to go fetch a camera. She took 2 shots before the UFO rapidly accelerated.
Shots of tequila?
No, 2 shots of. She took a photograph of the UFO.
Oh, okay.
Now, this is a very famous photograph you might have seen. This is it. This is a photograph.
Oh, that's one of the most famous ones of all.
Yeah, it looks like an upside down German helmet.
Yeah.
Flat, pancaked out.
Yeah.
you can see a telephone pole and a roof of a house. So when you see a UFO and within the background you can see buildings or something like that, then you can assess the size of what it is.
It looks like
was
the
really
top of
real.
like those dishes you get from the hotels,
Yeah.
fancy hotels.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You take the top off. That's like the top.
So supposedly
The top of your salmon.
she took these pictures, and they are very, very famous pictures. That picture was actually in that one that David Duchovny film,
David Duchovny.
in that TV series. He had a poster
X-Files.
of that.
You know. Oh, he did. That was in the post.
Yeah.
That was.
Uh-huh.
It's funny, but that's actually the shape of a lot of these photos. I mean, a lot of people describe them like the quintessential one you'd find in a B-rated movie, but that's the way a lot of them are shaped.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that weird? You're going, oh my God, that's just the way these people came up with it, making movies, these B-rated flicks about UFOs, but they are actually shaped like that. It's kind of weird.
That's true.
Man.
That's true.
It's kind of weird, man.
Well, they always gave him crap about it and saying it wasn't real and they enhanced the photograph and all that. But even to this day, you've seen, because of Photoshops and stuff, you've seen really, really good photos. And it's hard to, say, hey, is that for real? What we really want to see is a photograph of occupants outside of their UFO and somebody close by to say, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, man, that's all. Hey, man, I just want to know you're real. Thanks for showing up. Let me just take one picture. I just need one picture.
I just need one picture. Can you all come out and smile together?
Now, look, I'm gonna make a lot of money.
I got a timer.
I'll send some.
A timer on my
I'll
phone.
send some to PayPal to you back in outer space if you want some of the cash.
No kidding, man. So what else is going on? Okay, here's another one.
Oh, that's a great picture.
Okay, here's another great picture. Now,
see, that's just weird. It's a bright light for you radio folks. It's a bright light in like a dawn sky where it looks like it's starting to go night.
Okay, so
and it's a disc.
One of the most famous UFO stories happened in Brazil.
That is scary.
By a guy named Villas Boas. He was supposedly seduced by an alien.
Wow, that'd be cool.
This is in South America. They have
they
have the car. They have all the good times. The guy was aged 23, so he's looking good.
Actually, man, the Brazilian men, and they already got those women, and then they get laid by aliens too.
And that's how they got the big asses.
They're so lucky.
Antonio Villas Boas was living with his
Villalobos.
No, Villa Boas, not Villalobos. Oh, I know. His brothers and sisters, they lived in a small farm on the night of October 16 to 15, 1957. He was out alone, plowing the fields by the light of his tractor's headlights. Then at about 1 o'clock in the morning, he's still working, he saw a large red star descending out of the sky toward the end of the field he was working. As the red light came down to about 150 feet above him, he could see what it was an egg-shaped object, what my dad saw one time. Its brilliant glow drowned out the lights of his tractor as it landed no more than 15 meters from where he was sitting. Purple lights were set on its rim. The 3 spurs were set at the front. Spurs, I don't know what they were doing there. Lit up with red light, and the upper dome part of the machine was there too.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Now, we haven't got to the sex part yet. Wait a minute.
Cool.
More stuff. So it was spinning anti-clockwise. It was spinning in the other direction. As it slowed to land, it changed color from red to green. Now, Antonio tried to take off on his tractor. Yeah, it's going to go really fast. But the engine died after a few yards. He started to struggle across the plowed field on foot, trying to get out of it. Then he was grabbed by 3 creatures no higher than his shoulder. He was 5 feet tall, 5 feet 5 inches.
Damn, he was a shorty.
And he was dragged to the waiting craft.
Wow.
He was taken up a flexible ladder into the machine to a small, square, brightly lit room with metallic walls. Too much, man.
Wow.
Much. Now, there were 5 small entities present. 2 kept a firm hold on them. Man, they were all in on this.
Damn.
They were wearing tight-fitting suits of thick, soft, unevenly striped gray material. They were prisoners.
Unevenly, they were prisoners?
No, they were prison colors. And broad helmets reinforced with bands of metal. Pipes led down from the helmets to their clothes, 2 going under each armpit and 1 down their backs, these pipes. Wow. Thick soled shoes seemed to be integral to their suits, as did thick, unwieldy gloves.
That sounds like a acid trip.
No kidding. Now, all he could see
starting to sound like some bad moonshine.
Through the helmets were their small, pale blue eyes.
Ooh.
So He was taken into another bright room. This time it was oval shaped. The aliens attempted to converse in a slow barks and yelps, rather very clear nor very hoarse, some longer, some shorter.
That noise actually scared me.
That's how they just communicate.
What is that? That's how they talk?
Yeah, that's what the guy says. Barks and very hoarse, some longer, some shorter.
That's weird.
At times containing several different
spooky,
sounds
man.
all at once, like
yeah, that sounded like a foreign one.
I did. Failing to communicate, we have a problem with communicating here. The aliens then stripped via Boas of his clothes.
Wow.
And one of the beings rubbed a wet sponge-like thing over his skin, and then like oil. Then he was led through. I think it was a baby oil.
It's lucky guy, man. This sounds bad. This sounds great.
Then he was led through still another door. Over it were red letters.
It said,
"A red light on with the red dress on."
No, it said, little chop of oars.
Over were red letters that he reproduced for his investigators. In this chamber was sparsely furnished, of course, with a few chairs and a couch. Oh, that was nice of him. It's the cheapest hotel they could find up in outer space.
What was that place in Texas? The whorehouse in Texas?
Yeah, really. Best little whorehouse in Texas.
Best little whorehouse, Texas. Yeah.
The aliens used a sort of chalice to take a blood sample from him, then left, and a weird odor filled the room, which made him vomit. He had been alone, naked for half an hour, when the door opened to reveal a nude woman who was more beautiful than any I have ever seen before.
Oh, like a human woman?
Yes. No.
Don't trust her. Don't trust her.
She stood shoulder high to him. Her hair was parted in the middle and reached halfway down her neck. It was smooth and fair except for her pubic hair. Wow.
Which was thick.
Which was bright red. Wow.
It was bright red?
Yeah, pubic hair was bright red.
She sounds hot.
She had a pointed chin, straight nose, high cheekbones, and large blue eyes. Her body, said Villalobos, was slim, and her breast stood up high and well separated. I don't like them very separated.
I tell you, I like
them a little closer.
I think they tried their best to make a beautiful woman, but she sounds a little. I
think they
sounds like what was that movie?
They got the face of a monster, but then the body of a Playboy girl.
What's that movie? The
Attack of the 50-Foot Woman?
No, the
Attack of the 30-Foot Woman.
Those women in the neighborhood.
The Stepford wife.
Yeah, she sounds like a Stepford wife.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Anyway, her breast stood up high and well separated. Her waistline was thin, her belly flat, her hips were well developed, and her thighs were large.
Did she have a belly button?
I didn't see that.
Ooh,
so
that's the test.
He continued. We ended up on the couch where we lay together for the first time.
Wow.
It was a normal act, and she acted like any other woman would. Oh, it was over in 2 minutes.
And then I reached in the cushion, found a space joint.
That's okay. Let's see. He found a space joint. That was good. Okay. So after they had some petting. They were, kissing. Okay, I'm gonna kiss you. It started going, followed by another act. So he got her twice that night.
Wow.
Then by now she began to deny herself to me in the matter, and she stopped. Okay, that's it. Just two. Antonio became angry as it dawned on him that all they wanted was a good stallion to improve their stock.
So he wasn't like the Mile High Club. This is like the 1,000 million mile club.
There's 1,000 million club. Yeah, it was up in the sky. Before she left, she pointed to her stomach and then at the skies to say that she would bear their children on her home planet.
Yep.
After this, Villalobos was given back his clothes and taken on a guided tour of the alien craft, during which he tried and failed to purloin an instrument as a keepsake. Then he was carried back to the ground. The UFO took off, listing slightly to one side. It disappeared in the sky. He had been aboard the craft for 4 hours and 15 minutes.
Wow, that happened to me once.
His story ended up on the story was all throughout the whole world.
I believe it though, man. I mean, I don't think there's as many abductions as people say, but I think I think there've been a few though.
A few. There've been over 20 million abductions in the world. Oh yes, yes.
No.
Of every color, every size,
I
every
think
shape.
10 million of those people are just delusional.
No, man. The
10 million
there have been over 20
5
million
are coming down from heroin addiction.
No, man, no.
But I do believe there's some. I just don't think there's many.
Oh God! Look how big the world is. Okay, and look at how many stories from the very beginning of time. They just never. No one's really now. If you were just to look at all the reports of UFOs at Norfolk and National UFO Reporting Center, the odds are very, very high that there was a lot of encounters all over the world, and they. It's just I think it's part of the everyday talk now that happens, and people don't talk about it as much, but it's there. It's been there. And it's not a great shock anymore, like Whitley Strieber talking about it. Or
Yeah, it's just not a big shock. That's just not a big shock.
We are waiting for the transition to the we're getting to the point of full disclosure, and we're waiting for the transition to say, hey, man, like right now with all the crap going on with the COVID and then people killing each other around the world for different reasons, different communities are just not getting along.
I got a word.
What's the word?
Okay, you know how we always talk about dirty leg, right?
Dirty what?
Dirty leg.
Dirty leg?
Yeah, it's like, when you get some strange.
A dirty leg, you get some strange
like like when you get laid by some strange
girl or something.
You know, the P word,
Yeah.
We call it dirty leg, right? That's what you guys taught me, Merson. You guys call it dirty leg.
I never called it that.
Dirty leg when you just meet some girl and you're not sure about it, but you have sex with her anyway, and it's a lot of fun, and you're young, and it's called dirty leg.
I never heard that.
Oh, no kidding.
I never heard that.
Well, when you get seduced by space girls, I call it gangle leg.
Gangle leg?
Yeah, you get gangle legged.
Dingle leg?
Gangle legged.
Gangle? Dangle?
Because they got very spindly legs.
Dangle leg.
No, gangle legs.
Okay, so we're gonna have to work on that. Yeah, it's close. You lost me on dirty.
Oh wait, I got a better one.
What? I
got it. You got it. She has spindly legs.
Right.
And it's from outer space, and you get seduced by a space girl. She has spindly legs.
Yeah.
You get spindled.
Spindled.
That's it. Got it. Spindled.
I've been spindled again by that creature from outer space.
From outer space, I was spindled. It's okay. I had an orgasm, but it was still kind of weird.
She had voluptuous breasts, but her legs were tiny. They were toothpicks.
And her lips were on the wrong side of her head.
They were on the side. And on top of her head. Well, it was kind of
on the wrong side of her head.
It gave the term giving head a real different meaning.
Yeah, she gave head. She had like 5 mouths.
Oh my God, 5 mouths.
I was like, it was really good.
Oh, okay.
I had to rate each mouth, 5 to 1, 1 to 5.
1 to 5. Well, that would be different, okay. Well, They all started talking at the same time. Was I better? How about me? I was better. What about me? Hey, you talking to my brother? What?
Hey. Wow, that's spooky. Did you ever see the movie Basket Case?
Yes.
That movie freaked me out.
Yeah, about the weird looking
monster
in the basket.
The foreign people.
There was a born baby or something.
And and then there's Basket Case too. And this guy fell in love. These two creatures fell in love, but they were like, she was really beautiful eyes, but she was in the basket and all twisted up, and the arms were in the wrong place. And oh my God.
Really?
The first one
sounds like one of my dates.
This guy had like 4 or 5 noses, and they were always sniffling. He was like blowing each one of them all the time.
Get out of here.
It was really it was kind of a tongue in cheek, but it was actually kind of scary, weird.
I don't remember. You know what movie really scared me?
Basket Case, man. That was weird.
I don't like watching it at all. Is what's that one? I just saw it the other day, or parts of it the other day. It's the one where it's that creature that comes flying out of the sky, a black devil-looking creature.
Oh.
And then just picks up people and takes them away and kills them. Creepers, yeah.
Oh, Jeepers Creeper.
Oh,
that's a good movie, man.
I had a friend of mine.
The first one, I just watched a movie when I saw it. It freaked me out.
It was a friend of mine. She played the bus driver in that first one. Remember when they're in the bus and they get stuck out in the highway, And she gets eaten up.
I remember that. I remember that chick.
Actress.
Yeah.
She did a lot of stuff. She got some good work.
That's a good movie.
That movie.
That's a great creature.
And then I saw the second one. And I said, "Oh, forget it. I'm never going to watch this movie again."
There's 3 of them now, I think.
I know. I mean, I won't even watch the third one.
I think I've seen them all. I've seen them all. They're good.
It's just too real. Like some of your dreams you had in the past.
Yeah, he's
some boogie monster coming to get you.
He's a bad. Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth. You are listening to Pub Sports Radio. This is Strange Nights. Obviously, you can tell. We're here with our friends. I hope you can see our friends. Oh, I forgot.
We are at Southtown 101, folks. They are going to open up sometime, and they got great food. Are they still selling food?
Yeah, well, not now.
I mean, to go. They sell food to go.
No, not now. No.
Well, not now, obviously, but
they were. I don't know why he doesn't do that again.
Yeah, I don't know if they're doing. I don't know the hours, but the food here is so good.
because they're a restaurant / bar, they can't do that.
Yeah, you got a restaurant.
50% of their sales are alcohol.
Well, you got to be 50. Yeah.
So let's just hope it gets cleared up and stuff, and they're hoping to get a vaccine and stuff like that. I'll take it.
It's almost like you want to go. If I can sell 55 flautas and 44 beers, is that good? And then
let me tell you, a friend of mine, Frankie. We're going to call Frankie tonight too. We're going to harass him, but he said his sister and her brother and her son, whatever. Well, anyway, she got COVID pretty bad, and she.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so when she got into the hospital, every day she started when she got checked out. I don't know how bad she had it, but she started putting the oil on her throat.
Oh, I gotta tell you something about the oil you gave me.
And she does this all night long. She did this all day, all night long. And the next day, when the doctor went to go see her again, he was just amazed because all of her symptoms were pretty well tamed. I mean, understand what thieves is. Back in the bubonic plague in Europe, there was a group of thieves that were going around stealing from all these people that were dying. All these people were dying because they were catching the bubonic plague, which was from rats. They finally figured out it was from rats. And the king back then had himself isolated. He was one of the first ones to isolate himself from anybody because he did not want to die. And he was isolated. I mean, you couldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
And
if you did, you get beheaded.
So he actually got a hold of these people that were robbing these other people and said, well, how is it that you guys can go into these homes that are plagued with the bubonic plague and you're not getting sick? And he said, well, let me show you. And what they did, they had put together a bunch of about 8 or 9 or 7 or 6 different oils, natural oils, peppermint, lavender, blah, 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 a bunch of stuff. And they called it thieves. Well, they still sell it, and it's very, very. It's very, very helpful. I like using frankincense. I use lavender. I use peppermint. I use patchouli oil. I use lemongrass. I use clove oil, oregano oil. All of those.
Those oils are great,
and all of those oils are good.
Yeah. Because
they're very fresh. Now, I like to put one of those every day when I have to put on my mask. I will put one of those oils on the nose, and I will breathe that, and it makes help. What are you gonna tell me about that?
No, I have this like little tiny thing on my foot. It's like I got it one time when we were out at Bird Island, and so it's like a corn, and my feet are really super soft. So I don't have anything on my feet. So I put some lemon oil on it, and it softened it up.
Yeah. Well, you can use these oils for different things,
Yeah, I mean, it did. I mean, it just made it better somehow. It's really crazy weird.
You don't want to put it directly right on the shin. You need to, break it up with coconut oil or some other kind of oil.
I've been putting directly on it.
But I put it directly on it too. And it works really well. Sometimes if I'm playing golf or something like that,
it calms you down, though.
It calms you down, and using it works really, 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 really well. Okay, we got something here.
What else you got? What else you got? Some more strange stories? I tell you, man, I've seen some UFOs. I've seen some things in my life, but I've always talked about them on the show. So,
okay, this is I like Bradbury. Brad, you've heard of
Ray Bradbury?
No, Brad Steiger.
Oh, the actor.
I don't know if it was the actor or just somebody else talking. Anyway,
no, that's Rod Steiger.
Rod Steiger.
Yeah.
This is a UFO that was in. This guy gave a warning about UFOs. He said the thing about UFOs, near approaches of unidentified flying objects can be harmful to human beings, and they have been known to be.
What do you mean, like you get cancer or something?
Well, no, some people have been burned. With the intense light,
space herpes.
Space herpes. I'll never get rid of them. My wife will never believe me. Honey, I got it from this girl that came from outer space. Yeah, you're going to be in outer space in a minute.
Mononucleosis.
Do not stand under a UFO that is hovering at low altitude.
Well, geez, I guess.
Well, they might throw that ice out. You know how the airlines throw their ice out, which is crap. They might throw that out. Yeah. Do not attempt to touch or attempt to touch a UFO that has landed.
These are just general rules, I suppose.
And I don't think that. I mean, from the left at least,
You know, but you would want to touch one.
I would want to touch one, but a lot of people
Yeah.
touch them, and they have got like the one guy who touched that one UFO.
Yeah, the small one.
And Rendlesham Forest.
Yeah.
He told years later that when he did that, his hand got all kinds of. I mean, he felt the symbols, he could see the symbols, but when he put his hand on, it was like a connection to a computer, and all these numbers get into his head. They were just ones and zeros, like a computer. It was computerized talk.
Yeah.
Years later,
binary code.
So years later, he remembered exactly the number of the ones and zeros that he got in this, the way it was broken up, and he wrote it all down.
And you know what they said? Space girls are easy.
Space girls are easy. That's a good one, Stevie. No.
Okay, didn't say that.
I don't think he said that. Yeah. But it's true. He got all kinds of messages from that particular one, and other people have been known to burn their hands or whatever. You know, it's just we are touchy-feely kind of people.
Yeah, man.
You know, we see something come down in the sky, we want to pick it up, we want to touch it, we want to see what is it, man? Like, you know, it's just like we do that as kids. You know, when you're going through a museum, you want to touch things. You know.
Yeah. Now these spaceships are coming down. They have signs that say "Do not touch."
Do not touch, man. I love.
They know the humans are gonna touch them.
When I go to a museum and stuff, or I see pictures and I want to.
You're tactile.
I want to touch it.
It's called. You mean you're tactile. You want to feel things with your fingers because it just gives you more of what it is. Yeah, more vibe,
yeah.
Something. Yeah.
It's like I tell the girl, look, I just want to touch it one.
Yeah,
I'll kill you.
Okay. But I'm tactile. Wow.
I'm tactile.
Sounds like a sentence to me.
Mm-hmm,
5 years.
5 years. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, what? And then you,
like I said, what goes between these pillars stays between these pillars.
That's right, man. Don't you ever remember that. Who's on there now? Go live with Amy Photos.
Oh, that's Anoop. Hi, Anoop.
Hey, Anoop. How you doing, Anoop? Somebody else is on there. Oh,
he's got to go back to India. He's going back to India.
Oh, I thought you already left.
No, he got another 7 days to stay. I'm gonna get some chairs. He's gonna give me some chairs for acting class.
Wow.
But I'm gonna really miss him, man. We're not gonna see him for a couple of years, man.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's a good actor.
Well,
Anoop Venkatasubu is his name.
Say the last name.
I'm the only one that can say his name. Anoop Venkatasubu.
Venkatasubu.
Yeah, he's from India.
Hey,
even though I made it sound African.
He's what?
He's Indian.
I know he's Indian.
Well, but I made it sound African the way I said it.
We are going to go now. I'm missing my number one gun, but you can have the good gun, and I'll take the other gun.
That gun's cool, man.
And
the one you got. But this gun's cool, too.
You know, in the background back here, we have all these planets.
I was born right there.
He was born by that other planet, by Venus, and the other one was called Uranus.
I lost my virginity right there on that planet.
And that planet over there. And then he got drunk at that planet over there.
And that planet. And I got my Holy Communion on that planet.
We're looking for that planet up there.
And then.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the portion of the show called Johnny Alien.
Johnny Alien.
Johnny Alien.
How I love you so.
How I love you so.
You're going to say things we don't want to know.
You are so beautiful. We're going to find you someday.
Okay, those aren't the words, man.
Okay. So here we are traveling through space again for the 13,000th time. We have gone beyond the space bubble. We have gone beyond the blackness of Earth, the blackness of the skies. We are now in another dimension. We didn't even see Rod Serling, but we are in another dimension. Because now we got to go to the dimensions to find this girl, Brenda. She's out there. She's out there somewhere. I don't know where.
Brenda, answer the man for God's sake.
Answer the man. I keep sending you messages. I keep looking
crying out loud
on Facebook. I can't find you. I even looked under that 3 fund and you weren't there either. So who knows?
Please find him and call him so we can replace this segment.
Yes.
These are great guns, man. The guy goes in and out.
This is just like a Spaceballs when that big machine comes by.
This gun's very sexy. This gun has 2 barrels. I wish I did.
So we're looking for Brenda, and because we know that someday she's going to have to She's going to have to procreate the next millennium of people on this earth.
That's right.
She's going to have 15,000 babies at one time.
That's right. It could happen.
You know, it can happen. You know, a lot of tequila, go down the river walk.
I heard that.
You know,
I heard
come
that
on.
a woman bears a child every 15 seconds in this country.
Get out of here.
Yeah, they're gonna get that bitch.
No.
That's a Mike.
Well,
That's a Mike Pena joke.
Did she get did she use
They
that?
got her, man. They arrested her, man.
Did she use that?
Every 15 seconds. Boop, boop, boop,
Did you use that new technique you got from space? That new word that you got? What was that?
Uh,
Space Dangler?
boop.
What was that new word you came up with? Space Dangler?
No. I decided a spindle aid.
Spindle aid.
Yeah,
Spindle aid.
it's when you get seduced and laid.
So
by
anyway, we're gonna find
a
her.
space alien girl.
And we say, hey,
because they got spindly legs. Get it? Spindle
we can
aid.
you can still have a baby. I don't care if you're 60 years old. You can still have a baby. My baby wants another baby. Yeah. No, I don't. I don't want the baby.
Ooh.
So anyway, I want to say thank you so much, Brenda, for sticking around, and we're gonna find you.
Yeah, man.
We don't know where we're gonna find you, but we're gonna find you. We're gonna find you. I want to thank Anoop. He's going to go back to India in a couple of weeks.
Anoop, I'm gonna miss him so much. He's a great dude, man.
So anyway,
good actor, really good actor.
that's pretty good. That's pretty
Yeah.
good. Too. So, what is next after this show, after this part, sir? What do we do next?
I forgot.
What do we do?
I don't know, man. I'm not the programmer.
Oh, here we go. Ask an alien.
Ask an alien. Ask a spacey alien.
Oh,
He's gonna tell you things you don't want to know.
Ask an alien.
Just like Johnny Alien, he does the same thing. He tells you things you don't want to know.
There we go. There we go.
Oh wow, that's kind of weird.
There we go.
Oh,
Ask
that
an
looks
alien.
weird. He looks like a rabbit.
Oh,
Oh, that's a scary looking thing right there, man.
it is. It's
That's kind of a spooky
it's an
looking.
alien. He's
If y'all can see us on us YouTube, it's a kind of a bongy, kind of a spacey looking
Oh,
alien with the
he's
weird
the double alien.
space glasses.
He's a double
and,
alien. So, what's the question you have for the alien tonight, sir?
the little bong guy is going, dude, this is not.
Oh, somebody's giving me head.
This is not a colostomy.
So,
Okay, everything of a question.
why is your friend going to India?
Because he has to. His visa came out.
Visa? We
His visa ran out. And
We
he
don't. We
Had,
don't.
and he had
need-
to stay because of COVID. So
we don't have no stinking visas.
we
up in
had
space, man.
badgers.
We don't need those stinking visas in space. We go wherever we want. Are you kidding? Think if I had a passport, how many times I'd have to have? I'd have to have a really thick passport. Let me
It
tell
would
you.
be that big.
that big. So, what else you want to ask the alien? at this time? Do I?
Yes.
What? Go ahead. What?
So like, do aliens go through puberty, bro?
You asked me this question last week, I believe.
I did.
Yes, you did.
Did you answer?
No, I didn't.
Well, there you go.
I was quite embarrassed. I didn't know how to approach this.
Oh wait, you have pubic?
I had pubics at one time. It lasted for like about 30 seconds. It was over. Just like
Wow,
that.
they just like
Well, I was flying through
Fly
space,
off or
you know,
something?
and
Wow.
they fell off, man. What can I say?
wow.
They weren't even curly. They were just straight, long and straight, you know, and that was it.
So
you know?
that's those little things they see in space are going like this, flying through the air.
They're flying through the air.
Yeah.
They're going like that. Whee!
Man, those are space pubes. Wow, I didn't know that.
Space views. Oh my god. So I did go through puberty, and let me tell you, the first time.
All right, I saw your face.
I had sex with you.
First time
I was in outer space.
I was in orbit with you.
In orbit, and I flew.
The first time. Okay, the musical portion of the show is now over.
Okay. So anyway, so the first time I really got it on, and it was really, I wanted to kidnap an alien. I wanted to abduct an alien because I thought they were better looking, but I was told no, you got to go with one of these girls over here first before you go something strange.
I already forgot what my question was.
Well, you asked me what did I go through puberty?
Oh yeah, oh yes, yes.
And
yes,
I
yes.
did go through puberty.
Oh, okay,
As
okay.
an alien, you have to date one of your alien ladies.
Oh,
We gotta, keep going, but we keep coming up with these little thin, wispy little white girls, and
yeah.
we need some more meat. So
The Spindleys.
the spindly. So I decided to go down to Mexico and get myself a nice fat mama, and see if I could create something different, something with a little more meat to it,
And-
something with some spice.
And you came up with
Chili relleno.
no the what are those brothers? The
The what?
the former mayor.
The
San Antonio?
butter. You mean Cisneros?
No, not Cisneros.
What?
The other guys.
What? Who?
That's Never mind.
Never mind. Okay, you lost me right there.
That's who was born. Was those guys? I forgot
well,
their names.
Anyway, so there we were looking for women to procreate, because we were tired of producing these little thin, little wispy things with hardly any hair,
Spindlies.
ball, spindly, thin fingers. You can't roll tortillas with them thin
They're
fingers.
so skinny you can't tell where their knees are.
You can't tell where their knees are. So that's one thing. So then we decided, hey, why are we messing with the Mexican women? Let's go down to Colombia. Colombia. They have some women.
Say hello to my little thing.
Say my. Say hello to my little thing. Let's go. See. That's really good. That's really good. Say hello to my little thing.
Say hello to my little thing.
Because them Colombian women, you know what was really good looking too? Those Panamanian women. Oh
yeah, they are. That's right. Panamanian. South American women, any of them damn countries, man.
But once you go down to Brazil, go beyond that, go way down there to Argentina at the tip, then you start to lose a lot of stuff. Who knows? But anyway, have you ever kissed an Eskimo?
Wow.
I kissed an Eskimo.
I did once.
I abducted an Eskimo one time and I kissed her. She thought my lip was made out of blubber because she tried to rip it off.
Did your lip stick to hers?
Yeah, it was rather
like
intense.
A cold pole.
It was cold, like a cold bear.
Like did they get stuck in the? And your friends laughed at you?
Oh, they laughed at me.
I'm sorry. Am I regressing? I think that happened to me.
I came back with white lips. Let me tell you.
I came back. No lips.
No lips. No lips.
Where's your lips?
Where's your lips?
They're on the flagpole.
Old joke. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for joining us for here asking it. Do you have one more question for the
I just do one more question for
What's one question? What's the question?
Do you guys have like fast food hamburger joints on your planet?
Well, we call them speeditos.
Ooh, speedos.
Speeditos.
Is it like a little sack with two balls in it? Or?
No. It is close to that. It's a bunch of Vienna sausage just wrapped in tortillas with biscuits,
Ooh.
and then we tie it down with noodles. Then we tie it with noodles.
Nice.
Then we deep fry it.
Man, you guys know how to eat.
And then we shoot it out into space, because once it gets into space, it blows up into a bigger. And by the time it lands on your plate, it's a pretty big.
Damn, that sounds delicious, man.
Which is really hard for us because we have very small lips anyway.
I'm eating some space grub someday.
Oh, space grub. Yeah, you're gonna need some space grub.
Yeah.
Now the only thing about eating that space grub and that hot space grub out there is that when you poo poo, it really, really hurts.
It becomes space grub worms.
That's what it goes.
It really, really hurts.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for this segment of Ask an Alien.
Ask an alien. Ask a spacey alien. He might tell you things you don't want to know.
Oh, there goes his head. All right.
Wow, he's different. Wow.
We'll just leave him right there.
He is pretty crazy like that, man.
He does. Hey, call Frankie. I told Frankie we're going to give him a call.
All right.
We'll ask him about the thieves. Well, he'll start talking. It'll be a commercial, man. We'll just talk. Just call him up and say, hey, we're going to beat your butt at poker this week.
Are we playing next week?
We're playing this week. We haven't played in 6 weeks. I haven't played in 6 weeks. You guys haven't played we didn't play last time, and you played. So
I want to say hi to Bridget, my roommate, and Trey, my roommate.
Hello, Bridget.
She goes, y'all are hilarious.
Is she on there?
I think she's just talking about me.
Actually. I think so. Yeah,
pretty sure.
Yes. So get a hold of her.
Okay. Wait.
Da na na na
na na na na. Hey.
Here he goes. He's gonna do dance.
It's the next. That's the next.
Hey. Oh no, we're not going.
No, that's the next James Bond song. Good Spy.
Good Spy. Come on, get a hold of Frankie. Get a hold of Frankie.
I forgot.
We got 10 minutes before we go, man. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Come on. We can get
too much pressure, man.
Too much pressure. Ooh, look, looks like a bra. Look, now it looks like a big bra.
Wow, it does. It looks like a big bra. That's like 44 Ds.
Ooh, hey. I got these babies myself.
Reminds me of my rack space joke.
Oh yeah, what is it?
I didn't know what rack space was. I thought rack space is when a girl with B cup boobs wears a D cup bra, because you see there's rack space.
Oh, do us a favor.
I think that's just over everybody's head, man. I think that's brilliant.
Get a hold of Frankie. Get a hold of Frankie, man. All right, that's a good one, Stevie. I like that one. That was pretty good.
Rack space.
Okay. One ringy
dingy.
Two ringy dingies.
But not yet. Two ringy dingies.
I told him we're going to call him, man. Let's call him, harass him. There he is.
Bueno.
Bueno, Frankie.
Is this the almighty Frankie?
Yeah, man.
What you doing, bro?
Get it closer.
We just we got that fire stick on the TV, and there's so many programs that we had missed. when we were
Isn't that illegal?
Isn't that illegal? Fire sticks? Do you smoke that stuff?
It's legal.
Oh,
And there's I don't know if either one of you ever saw the series Psych.
Psych? No.
I did. I saw a couple. That's a good show. That's a good
I've
show.
never seen the whole show. I've never seen one show.
Yeah, and
I've seen
there's
bits and
a guy
pieces.
from San Antonio.
Yeah,
The
yeah, he
main
is.
character.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like the show Fringe. Yeah.
So anyway, we called you
Very,
to
very funny, man. It's very funny.
just let you know that we're going to kick your butt this week in poker. Okay.
Oh
We're
yeah,
gonna
bring
beat
money.
ya.
Bring a lot of money.
I want you to bring some money and and don't try to be so funny, and make sure, do us a favor, can you wear higher pants this time? Okay, because every time we play poker, you drop some chips, you drop some card, you drop a beer, and you bend over, and we all see your crack from outer space.
Wow, it's from outer space.
It's huge. It's
I used to
blinding.
be a plumber, man. I
Yeah,
used to be a
well,
plumber.
obviously being a plumber was your
well, I know where to hide.
desire.
I know where to hide my Twinkies.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you guys something that Richard Robinson once said.
What?
He said,
What do you say?
You know, kid, you're pretty good at sea, but as long as I'm around, you'll always be second best.
Wow.
Okay. I think I've heard that like 50 times from you, man.
you
Can you come up with somebody
gotta
else's
change.
line?
You gotta change your material, man.
You know,
Change the
what I, you
material.
know what I saw the other day, Frankie?
It's been a long time since you heard that.
Yeah, no, you know what I saw the other time?
It has been.
I saw
kind of
Ronald Reagan, very young Ronald Reagan was in this movie, and he was acting like he was dead in the back of the sports car, and they rolled the sports car down the hill, and it flew off, and it landed in the water, and of course he made it, because he's a star.
Yeah.
But it was so funny.
He goes, good thing gotta had air brakes.
Good thing. But it was Ronald Reagan.
I mean, Bugs Bunny.
I like those old
Bugs
movies.
Bunny did that
I like
once.
those old movies.
All right, Frankie, we just want to see how you're doing, bro.
We just want to see you, making sure you're alive.
live and kicking,
Drink some booze tonight. Smoke a little herb.
We're playing. It's Sunday.
I believe we, sir.
I don't
believe.
know. I don't know if we are or not, but I'll
I
find
think
out.
it's been a month, 6 weeks for me. It's been a month for you guys. So come on, we can do it. We can do it.
Okay, so I'll let you know, man. Let me know if we're playing. I don't need to know. You know before I know.
Oh, he'll call me tomorrow. I'll call him tomorrow.
All right, bro.
Sure will, man.
All right.
All right, man. I hope everyone's okay in your family.
Something that'll make you feel good, huh?
All right.
Okay.
All right. Go back to your wet dream.
Yeah. And make sure we're not in it.
Not too, man.
Okay.
What do you say?
Anyway, I better go back to stroking, man. When I change hands, I gain a stroke, man, and I'm pretty good at it.
Oh man, I bet you are. All right. Good night. Good night.
Good night, Stroke Master.
Sure.
See you later. You guys wash your hands, okay?
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to Strange Nights, and then we've had a strange night tonight.
Stroke master.
Stroke Master, right here at Pub Sports Radio. We are on YouTube. You can catch us live. It's a lot better film and everything else, and we're live also on Facebook. We show up there, but YouTube is the best because we're getting a lot more likes on there. We're getting a lot more people listening and watching. I actually have 1,400 people over the years that have watched the show and stuff like that, and I just don't keep up with them, with all of them and all that. But, we're going to have some guests next week. We're going to have 2 comedians on here. They actually do they still do the driving test, the comedians that do the driving test, to take the class.
Driver's Ed Comedy.
Drivers at County. Yeah. Louis and,
They still do that?
yeah. Louis is going to be in, and also,
Wow.
who's that? The other comedian we're going to have here? Besides Louis, we're going to have Dave May. Dave May will be here.
Oh, he's great.
He's great.
Dewey and Dave May, no kidding.
Yeah, we're going to have Dave May here. We're going to have a couple comedians here next week. So
we actually might be funny next week.
we'll be a little more funnier.
I'm not promising you anything.
We've done 171 shows, and we've only been funny 105 times. So,
Well, maybe 105. I could say maybe
Maybe
105.
105.
No, we've had a funny moment 105 times.
Funny moment 105 times.
Just one time.
Just one time.
One funny
Okay.
moment.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank our producer in the back, Mr. Preston.
Prestonio.
We wish him luck that he wins his fights this week, so he wins some money.
You know, this guy should put some clothes on, man. Look,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to hide his
yeah,
genitals.
go
Hey,
ahead.
don't look!
Yeah.
Don't look!
Don't look at his genitals.
Don't look at his pee-pee.
Okay, but you can look at his ass. There it
And you
is.
can look at his butt.
Very flat,
It's very flat butt.
like his head. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you so much for listening to us tonight. We are going to be here next week. Thank God willing and all that. And you all be careful out there. Be safe. Wash your hands before and after sex. Wash your toys. Wash your everything else. And use a lot of cleansers and stuff. And hey, we're going to have some music starting right now. We'll say good night. Say good night, Steve.
Good night.
Good.
Bye. Hola, hola, hola.